In a crucial hearing before the Karnataka High Court, the central government today argued that reasonable restrictions under Article 19(2) of the Constitution must evolve alongside the ever-expanding right to freedom of speech under Article 19(1)(a), especially in today's digital and technologically complex era. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, appearing for the centre, made the submissions in a petition filed by X Corp, formerly known as Twitter, challenging the government's takedown orders issued under Section 79, subsection 3, Clause B of the IT Act. Now, this provision says that if social media intermediaries or online platforms are notified by the government to remove something unlawful from their site and they don't do it without delay, then they can be held responsible for that content. Normally, these platforms are not blamed for what users post. But if they ignore government orders, they lose that protection or what they call safe harbor. Coming back to today's hearing, X Corp argued that these takedown orders have a chilling effect on users' freedom of expression. But the Solicitor General countered this argument, saying that chilling effect doctrine cannot be an absolute defense to restrict reasonable regulation, especially when content may be harmful or unlawful. He added that X cannot invoke free speech claims on behalf of its users and compared its role to that of a notice board. If it simply hosts the content, he asked, how is its own free speech being violated? Justice M. Nag Prasanna is hearing this case. During the arguments, S.G. Mehta demonstrated how intermediaries can be misused. He showed the court a fake X account in the name of Supreme Court of Karnataka. He warned that platforms like X are vulnerable to deepfakes and fake identities, which are serious threats to privacy and public trust. The SG further said that Constitution allows for reasonable restrictions, not just static ones. He argued that if the scope of free speech evolves with time, so must restrictions, so as to keep pace with changing threats like misinformation and AI-generated content. To illustrate his point, he said that if a fake video of a judge saying anti-national things were circulated, it might not fall under Section 69A, which has a detailed blocking process, but it would still be harmful. That, he said, is where Section 79 comes in. He further stated that safe harbor protections for platforms are not absolute. If intermediaries fail to act even after being informed about illegal content, they lose their immunity. This aligns with international practices where exceptions to safe harbor are becoming stricter. X Corp has also challenged Rule 3(1)(d) of the IT Rules 2021, which asks intermediaries to avoid hosting content that violates public order, decency, or sovereignty. The SG today clarified that this is only a caution and not a penal rule, and questioned why merely informing platforms about legal boundaries should be considered unconstitutional. The centre also defended its new Sahyog portal, created to streamline communication between government agencies and platforms for prompt content moderation. X questioned the powers of various officers using the portal, including a case where a railway engineer sent a takedown request. But the SG clarified that authorized officers from different departments must be empowered to act swiftly, including in areas like consumer safety. Finally, SG Mehta questioned whether X, a foreign company, can claim Article 19(1)(a) rights under Indian law. Well, this case raises key questions on platform responsibility, free speech, state regulation, and role of intermediaries in India's digital landscape. The matter will be next heard on 25th July. Make sure to stay tuned.